If anything ever occurred to anyone that there was a more worse title that makes games like Action 52 sound more fun than watching paint dry on your dusty nutsack, then I have some bad news for all you gamers out there. Castle of Deceit is that game. This game is so fucking horrible that I couldn't do this one alone. Aqualung and I had decided to team up and tackle this piece of shit. Because Helsing920 once tried to review this, but this game is so bad, he blew an early circuit before he could even finish it. Yes, it is that bad. And I feel sorry for the unfortunate who played this unlicensed piece of shit. Now Aqualung and I are going to break this down into one whole level by level review. Prepare to hear my ass scream in the background and see one of the worst platformers I have ever played in my whole life.
So the first level is the Castle of Aragan, or Aragan, something like that. Head right and kill these Cyclops stingray things. There's no real strategy with timing your shots, you really just have to get lucky. But you'll have no luck in killing this dragon.
Yeah, it's just there to piss you off. You gotta jump over this dragon and take damage any way you look at it. Of course, with a low-grade piece of shit game like this, you can't expect to shoot down like Contra.
Jump recklessly past the dragon and head up these stairs where you'll find the key, but be careful on the edge of the platform where you fall. Then head back across the top floor and enter the first door you see. The key you just got unlocks it. Kill all the crap in this room and jump across the platform to get the other key. Head back out and go left until you reach the last door where you'll encounter the first boss, a huge dragonfly. Just stay in front of it and shoot. It doesn't attack with much of an arsenal, its flight patterns are practically non-existent, and it doesn't take much damage before dying.
Now here's a good example ripping off Contra but in a gay way. You cannot continuously fire straight. Each and every time you move left or right, this cocksucker changes the strain and direction, confusing you to hell.
Don't forget to grab that block thing before you leave. Those are the special mystic runes you're supposed to collect. Not that you can leave without it anyway. If you go through the door, it'll just send you right back until you grab it.
Same shit if you haven't killed the boss, but here is the problem. Later on in the game, you'll be running into the door without any intentions of even going through it. Great programming.
So now on to level 2, Castle of the Moons. At the beginning there are 3 doors. If you go through the one you entered the level from, the left door, you'll just come right back out. If you go through the middle door, you'll be pointlessly sent all the way to the left side of the screen. And the third door you can't enter, it's locked. So skip all these doors and head right.
Time for the demented red butterfly fuckers of the century with Tourette syndrome flying in circles.
You can actually shift across the floor by pressing up and down, but it doesn't really help you out all that much. So go through the farthest door on the right and you'll come out on top.
This portion is annoying, especially with these Tourette's infested fucking butterflies. Jumping from branch to branch just shows how bad the physics and badly glitched this game is. You can get stuck too, by the way. And also, because of all the cheap shots these jerk-offs give you, you'll fall and you have to start all over again. Bravo. Thank God for save states.
Eventually you'll get to the door at the end. Kill the bugs, climb the tree, get the key, and go back through the locked door at the beginning to face the giant praying mantis head. He's faster than the dragonfly and has a tendency to swoop down. As long as you avoid contact with the head, you should be able to take him out no problem. Castle of the Ages is next. Oh boy, 3 floors and a whole shitload of doors. This should be fun finding our way through this shit.
Don't forget about spiderwebs that shoot from above. I didn't even know that spiderwebs could shoot. It makes more sense if I see a fucking spider in the web, but nope, just a web. I think this game makes a whole lot of sense.
So anytime you walk by one of these pillars, jump. Go through the door all the way to the end and head left. Be careful of the Reaper Ghost, he'll do a lot of damage. Kill him and grab the extra life at the end. Then head back to the right side and go through the last door. You'll go through 2 more rooms where there's only one other door, so obviously you're going to take the one you haven't gone through. But right as you enter this door,
you'll get butt fucked by 2 Reapers. You'll be taking force damage in this hallway. Also, taking the middle door will take you straight to the beginning of the level.
So go through the door on the left and grab the key at the end. Thankfully this time there's no long ass journey after you find it. The door's right there. You'll fight this giant skull head that fights exactly like the praying mantis head. It just takes a little bit longer to kill. Castle of the Winds is a clusterfuck of a level. These green arms that reach down kill you instantly, so always take them down. Do not walk into them. Right off the bat though, you'll have to deal with this blue ghost that not only plays peekaboo with you, it's right on your ass and does a ton of damage. If you're lucky, you'll be able to take him out before he hurts you too much. For some reason there's this apparition of yourself right above the door for a second. I don't know what the hell the reason for it is. I'll jump over this and
you teleport and have the wind knock you back, and now how can you tell that there's wind? You can't.
You have to jump over the wind. Jump over the wind? Okay, well, slip down here, grab the key, and jump across and go through this door. By the way, these pillars that look like they're part of the background actually block you from progressing. So you'll come out on the other side, grab the extra life, and go through the door at the end. Then grab both keys and run all the way across the bottom floor and go through the door at the end. You'll come out the other side and you'll be back at the beginning. Go back through the teleportation and go through the door in the upper right hand corner. Whew. This purple block fuck is slow, but it does do quite a bit of damage.
Same boss, just faster and more Spanish. Mario eats your heart out, literally. This level sucks monkey nuts. Controls are half decent at best, and all you do is shoot at shit that wouldn't really think of shooting. Take it away, Aqualung.
All you really have to do is swim and shoot. Very simple. You'd think that these brown chunks would be platforms that block your path, or maybe even the green plants, but nope. You can go right through both of them and everything else. It's all just background. There are no keys to collect or doors to enter. You just swim to the end and battle the boss. Although the boss doesn't do much to keep the momentum going for this change of pace, it's the same old shit all over again.
Yay! First level music! What a change in pace! My nuts are now on fire!
This mutant bug fuck's patterns are as unpredictable as a moth. It'll go in circles, then swoop around in random directions, plus you'll take a bunch of cheap-ass consecutive hits from the projectiles. Shouldn't you only be punished once for making a mistake?
It'll make you suck Richard Simmons' dick for relief. I think I said too much there. So after you beat this son of a bitch, next level, Castle of Flame. Are you fucking serious? I have to take damage? What the fuck? Oh, okay, that makes sense. You gotta walk under the river of lava to avoid damage. Yeah, I think the programmers failed physics as kids.
Yeah, there are a ton of camouflage doors and waterfalls of flame that you have to go through and take damage from to advance.
You still had to tell me where the fuck it was, cause it's part of the background.
Yeah, I know. After the first 2 falls, jump over the floor that collapses right after it and go through this door that you can barely see. Be careful of these flame guys, they'll kill you instantly if you touch them. Then when you get to this huge waterfall of flame, go through this door. On your way back across, there'll be a few spots where the floors collapse. You can see the block shaking a bit as you walk by them if you look carefully. Eventually you'll get to the boss, which is a cheap-ass version of Fry Guy. It fights a lot like the purple blockhead guy earlier, only not as slow.
Castle of Deceit. I hope this is the end, because the level is the name of the game.
You start making your way left, and since these enemies chase you down, you're better off just running recklessly across rather than waiting for them to get into position and letting more of them gang up on you.
Clouds kill you? Reminds me of Chubby Cherub. Later, you will also run into birds that lay eggs on you, like if they wanted constant abortions. Small birds flying in your face. Clouds from chimneys that kill you. The bomb boss that you will fight every 3 levels that throws an insane amount of bombs. A lot of fucking dogs and other enemies. And they throw gray shit at you.
Yeah, here's a spot where the deadly clouds wreak havoc on you. You can shoot the clouds, which eliminates them as a platform option, which is weird. So right here, you want to take down this cloud above you. The problem is it stays right above you, so you can't wait for it to move to the other side. You have to let the cloud you're on move up. And if you stand on it too long, it'll hit the ceiling cloud up there and hurt you. And if you try to jump on the cloud, you can't get the right angle to not take damage. So no matter what strategy you choose, you're losing health. And you can even lose health just from jumping off the cloud. It's bullshit. So moving on, you'll encounter some more of the same shitty enemies, take some damage from jumping off clouds, and finally you'll enter the castle up top, which takes you to...
This game no longer makes sense. Now you have 4 doors and an unknown combination you must do. The flames on the wall hurts you, and you face easy enemies. Thankfully, they drop health.
Also, thankfully you can get some energy that's hidden in the wall here by shooting it. And if you enter the wrong door, you'll just come back out the top and the enemies don't reset, so you'll know if you guessed wrong. Here's the combination you're supposed to take.
Think we can skip that part?
Yeah, sure, fuck it. The Prelude to Chaos is really just a reprise version of Level 3, Castle of the Ages.
Nothing new that I haven't said before. Just repetitive, unfun nothingness. I can't even swear at this. There's nothing to swear at. Want a word? Bag. There. New word.
Go through the doorway at the end, then head right and go through the next door. Then go through the door on the other side, and this pattern is starting to sound familiar, right? Go through the next door, and yep, the 2 Reaper ghosts are waiting just like before. Go through the door on the right, and just like before, there's a key right by this door.
This level is a fuck bitch of random transitions of every door. Wherever you go, nobody knows. Now if you know where to go already, just paint the level in a different color.
You have to go back through the door you came in from and go through this door in the middle. What a curveball. So now you're going to need to get through 2 rooms like this.
Ever heard of a moving platform that hurts you? Now you heard of one. Standing underneath a platform will damage you, and timing your jump is hell. If you jump on a platform wrong, you take damage. Jumping off the fucking platform, you take damage. In Jesus H. Christ.
Now jump carefully, and I mean carefully, from platform to platform while shooting these annoying bastards from a distance. Some of these platforms will travel faster than others, so it's a better idea to let yourself slip onto the platforms from the edge rather than jumping since the control is so shitty. Eventually you'll get to the end boss, this serpent fuck that fires a barrage of green projectiles while a red ghost floats around. It fires from the tail, eyes, and both arms. You can finish it off by just taking out its eyes, but that's really difficult because you'll be getting hit by all kinds of firepower at once. So take out the ghost first, because he'll give you a lot of cheap hits, and then take out the tail, then the arms, then the eyes. You walk through the door and...
get a nice message of you beating the game. Title menu. Great fucking ending! Give me a middle finger next time!
Castle of Deceit was a complete failure.
Was? How about is?
We're talking about the early 90s here.
Yeah, that's true. But for God's sake, did we actually play through this?
We did. So to sum this game up, Castle of Deceit is frustrating, annoying, and just plain old not fun at all. I don't think there's anyone on the face of the planet that can say something good about it.
So if you plan on playing this game, just cut your testicles off and swallow them. Because you're not gonna need any children after even attempting to play this game. And as for the females, just rip your clit off and cook it like a ruby steak and feed it to your dog. Avoid this game like the fucking plague. The end.